Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. Today's another fun-packed episode, isn't it, in this channel? What have we got? I'm going to tell you what we got. It's on the bench. Here we go. On the bench, it's on my worktop in my van. But anyway, I've done this because this is going to be a bit more intense than most of the guitar stuff I do. I picked up this, which is a Jackson Performer. It's a PS7, sorry, 1996, in a bit of a state. You can see something's going on with the pickups there. It's got a knob missing, the trem arm's missing, which is a shame. Nice Wilkinson trim on there. On the back, you can see it's used, but you can also see made in Japan, 96. We've checked the serial. Jackson tuners and all that stuff. A lovely wine red translucent finish. So let's get some of the specs on this before we dig into it. It is a 96. They were made between 1995 and 2001. It's designed for rock metal players, apparently. It features a comfortable offset double cutaway alder body and a fast slender maple neck with rosewood fingerboard. You can see it's quite flat, and I can vouch it does play fast. It's known for its versatility and is considered high value, budget friendly instrument for that era. It's got a lovely Wilkinson. This is the VS50 tremolo. Like I said, unfortunately the arm's missing. Jackson pickups, decent pickups. It's got a volume, it's got a tone, 5-way switch, so it can do a lot of tones. It's also got a very rare headstock. You don't see a lot of those headstocks on Jackson tuners. Not sure what the nut is. Probably plastic, I'm not 100% sure. It's got a nice quilted maple cap, if you like, which you can see through that, which we're going to make it look even better by the time we've finished. So these were quite popular as like kind of entry to mid-level guitars, and were attractive as modding platforms as well. I got this for 85 quid from Marketplace. It was up for 100. I offered 75, we agreed at 85. I was happy with that. The trem arm, I'm not 100% sure whether I'm even going to bother replacing the trem arm. I've looked and it's like around about 10 to 15 quid to get the proper arm for that. So I might not bother. I don't think it's going to affect the sale of it, because obviously I'm doing this to resell it. Obviously I've replaced the knob. That's easy done. What we're going to do, we're going to dive into this. I'm going to take it completely apart from the neck. I'll leave the neck in place, and we're going to clean it all up like we do, and then do some sound tests and stuff like that. I'm hoping to get about, from what I've researched, they're going for about 150 to 200 in this condition. Well, not in this condition, but in the condition I'm going to get it to. It does have a tiny little bit damage, which you can see there, and there is a little bit, I don't know if you can see that up on there, and that's it really. It's nearly a 30-year-old guitar, so you got to expect a few little things, right? But I'm going to get this as pucker as I can get it. I reckon I can double my money. I reckon I can get about 160 for this, but we shall find out. I'm going to take that strap off as well, because that's horrendous. Probably why there's a big ding in it. You know it's getting serious when I've got this out. But we're going to take all this to bits. I don't have any strings at the moment, which is a real shame. I need to get some strings. I've got some on order. They are coming, but before I could do a proper setup, I need to put some strings, fresh strings on it, because I don't know how old these are. But we'll do the best we can. I will have to put these back on for the minute. I will clean them up. Of course, the trem itself, I'm not sure if it's in tune anyway, is sitting back a bit. We need to level that up. These are good trems actually. These are nice trems, a 2-point trem. They're usually pretty stable. I don't know what the tuners are like. But yeah, let's get into it. I've just put the strings off. The tuners feel terrible. They're very, very loose. Like the keys are loose. The actual tuners are in there. Oh, that one's flapping about. I'm going to whip all these off anyway to give them a good clean. I'll see if I can lubricate them a bit. I think it's just one of those, a case of this guitar's been sat around for such a long time, and people just don't clean their guitars. Every guitar I buy is minging, you know, absolutely ming. Clean your guitars, man. It's disgusting. You'll get more money for them if you just clean them up, you know. Anyway, what are you going to do? Fretwork isn't too bad. You got, I mean, again, it's an old guitar, but you've got a few few wear marks in these lower frets down here. It's been played a lot down here. Not too bad though. The rest of it isn't too bad. I don't need to do anything too drastic with any of that. We'll polish these out, obviously, but you know, it is, like I said, nearly 30 years old, so fret ends feel good. No worries there. I believe if you're looking at guitars like this, this is made in Japan. This is what you want to try and get if you're looking at buying one of these. They did do some Korean ones, I believe. It's quite hard to find information on guitars sometimes, especially when they're old, like this one. But the made in Japan ones are known to have better build quality and whatever. So this is what they call a midge, which makes it a bit more desirable. And when you come to sell it, you know, highlight that fact, isn't it? Right, let's get into here. This is going to show us the electronics. Here we go. We can get her out. Oh, look at that. It's got a massive cutout. So upgrades would be easy. Oh, we've got some nice pots. Actually, standard stuff. It doesn't tell you anything about the pickups. On the back of them, there's no serials or anything. But no, it is what it is. All looks nice and tidy. It's just standard, you know. But like people say in reviews, great modding platform. You've got a nice big cavity in there, so you could add another humbucker if you wanted to, or whatever. You know what I mean? You've got lots of room, which is good. So we're gonna get in there and clean all this out, and behind there as well. Yeah. Nice. Is that 30 years of fluff? So I'll just give you a quick look in the under the pickup. This is the middle pickup I've just whooped out. Has a plate on there, which is not magnetic. So it's got magnetic pole pieces, heavily waxed. There's a ton of wax in there. It's good to see. And for some reason this pickup was flat to the scratch plate. Not sure why. There's nothing wrong with the springs or the screws or anything. So we'll whip her back in. But it's a good way to clean them out properly. So I'm rubbing this with a cloth and it's just spreading grease. Looks like grease all over the place. So let's get some disinfectant wipes on that. Get it all off. What I'll do is I'll clean all under here and then put the scratch plate back on and then take the trim off and clean under that. Otherwise I might get in a tangle with these strings because I can't take the strings off because I don't have any strings to put back on at the moment. That's better. Let's get all the... Oh, I mean you could clean in there if you wanted to, but it's not really any point. Under here. It's just a bit minging, isn't it? So it's not shielded, as you can see. We could shield it. But I don't think it's worth it. I mean, if I was keeping it, I might do. But for a resale now, we'll just give it a good clean, a good setup. Right. We'll do the scratch plate in a minute. If you're a follower of this channel, you'll know I use T-Cut. T-Cut to polish guitar bodies, because it's basically a polishing compound, isn't it? You use it on cars, you can use it on guitars, and it rhymes. So I'm just going to go around where the scratch plate lives for the moment, just to polish that out, and then put the scratch plate back on. Which will give us a nice tidy doodah, won't it? I'm just going to clean the pole pieces up a bit, but I don't want to rub the Jackson logo off the pickup case, which I've done before, and then people think you've took the pickups out. Just make sure I'm not rubbing over the logo. But yeah, a little bit of rust on there. There we go. Right, so far, so we've got a single ply matte plastic pick guard, which I've cleaned up the best I can. There is scratches on it. It's been played, which is cool. I think that just adds to the character anyway. We're going to get this trem off, so I'm going to put just 2 screws in to hold the scratch plate on at the moment. Because I haven't finished polishing the guitar body yet, I may need to get under the scratch plate in a minute, so I'm just going to put 2 screws in, and then I can flip it over without it falling out. We'll clean the trem up, all under the trem and everything, and we can have a look in there, can't we? And here we are in the trem cavity. Here we are. Nice. Nice big block, which you'd expect. All looks okay in there. I prefer to put the springs straight rather than into a V. That's just my preference, so I'll probably just do that anyway. It's good to see the original back plate still on there as well. I mean, the back of the guitar's got some scratches also. Just get a little wipe here. Obviously we'll come back to this in a minute. It looks like as well, it's got some white paint specks. You know, like where somebody's been decorating in the same room as the guitar and it's splashed, like they've been painting the ceiling or something and the guitar's been underneath it. It's alright, they come off easy enough though. Yeah, some white specks there. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, you've got a bit of buckle rash around there, but that's alright. There's a ding there. It's not too bad though. Over, and now we can get under there. Which is just caked. Before we attack the body anymore, I'm going to move on to the neck. I'm going to do the neck first and work down with the buffing wheel on the frets and clean the fretboard. The fretboard isn't too bad. Usually you get some gooky gunk on that, but it's not too bad. Get this out of the way. The trim block. We'll make sure we clean that up before we put it in. And our headstock here as well. I need another wipe. I'm thinking, do I need to take the tuners off? Can I be bothered to take the tuners off? Got the string trees, or can I just get away with cleaning it like this? I don't know. But let's get as much grime off this as possible. I mean, really, what I should do is check the level of the frets first. But I have been playing this guitar, not much, but I did play it to check it out. Obviously, when I got it back, I mean, and it seemed fine. So I don't think there's any issues. And I do have a gig the weekend. No, actually, no, I don't. I have a gig the following weekend. So I could try out a gig, but it depends if I've still got it or not. If I've still got it, I'll take it to the gig at the end of the month, one of my final gigs. So I'm not gigging anymore. And I'll take it and try it out and do another video. Let's give that a clean. Right, we'll get the wheel out. Alright, so we'll just dab bit of on there. We'll do what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do 7 first. Here we go, low speed. Speed up a bit, shall we? Oh yeah. Yeah, that bad boy. And if you wanted to, you could use a guard. I do have a guard actually. I don't know where the big one's gone. I've got a little one here. Could use a guard if you wanted to. I know people in the comments go, why are you using a guard? Oh, use a guard. Now that is a pretty nice looking neck. They're medium jumbo frets. put some fretboard conditioner on there as well. That's why it looks a bit wet, because that's just soaking in. But the fretware, most of the fretware is here, but it's not that bad. There's loads of life left in that yet. But it's literally the first 3 frets and then it just disappears. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I have cleaned up the tuners as well, but I did it in situ, so I'll just tighten all that up. And now that's the neck taken care of, we're going to get on with this lovely body. So basically all I do is I just use the T-cut, work in small areas as you would a car basically. You're not going to get every single scratch out and every ding out, obviously it depends on how bad they are, but you can get a lot of the smaller surface scratches out, no problem, and it will also give it an amazing shine when you're done, which is going to bring out that quilted top, which is lovely, and get rid of all remaining grime and dirt and grease and finger jam and whatever else is on it, you know what I mean? Anyway, it does take some time, so I'll see you on the other side. There you go, that's the back polished up. Obviously there's dings and scratches, but you can't get them all out, especially if they're chips. So, but that's come up quite nice. It shows the actual colour of it now, which is like a wine red. The neck is beautiful, and the tuners have come up nice as well. But what I did find interesting is they still have, and I've left one on for you, the protective plastic on the back. So they've been on there for 29 years, whatever. That's how I like to have my trem springs. It could cause a debate. What do you think? I do it this way because I feel, and I've done this through experiments, it causes less friction. When you have them all going to the centre and out, the spring's kind of working against itself a little bit, if you know what I mean. I don't know what the science is, but if they're straight, then they're going to move better. I don't know. You tell me. There you go. She's definitely looking a bit more presentable. That quilted top is lovely. That wine red, transparent quilted top, if you like. Like I say, there's a few scratches. Quite a few scratches, but it's okay. For its age now, it's looking nicer. Okay, gorgeous people, if there's any humming, I do apologise. I've minimalised it the best I can. I'm in a motorhome. It's not earthed like a house, so you do get a little bit of hum, but I've done my best. So we're going to do some clean tones with it. Here we go. Let's hear it in a bit of a mix, shall we? I hope you enjoyed the video today. I certainly enjoyed doing that guitar. That was pretty amazing. It takes me back to my childhood almost, and I don't normally play like that anymore, but I used to play like that, and faster and shreddier when I was a teenager. But yeah, what a joy to play. What a great guitar. And I hope that somebody will take it off my hands and enjoy it as much as I just did. Anyway, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, that good stuff. God bless you. Here's the jingle. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.